Hello my friends, and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel, the PiaKnits. Thank you so much for checking me out if it's your first time here, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back, of course. Well, if you're new here, my name is Marjam. I'm a piano teacher and I have a passion for sewing my own garments. Sometimes I like to do some crochet, but most of all I love knitting. Yes, and the name of my channel, the PiaKnits, is a combination of my two passions, piano and knitting. And in my videos I like to play for you some relaxing piano music, and of course I like to talk to you about my creative projects. I live in Belgium and my native language is Dutch, so my English is not perfect at all. I'm always feeling a little bit nervous to start recording myself talking into the camera, so I'm always prepared. I write down my notes, otherwise it's too stressful for me. But of course I continue learning and practicing. Of course, also, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram as the PiaKnits and on my Ko-fi page. A warm welcome, of course. Well, before I start talking about my creative projects, I want to tell you this episode I planned to record and upload on YouTube during the Christmas holidays. So that's why my piano music is Christmas music. But I had a very nasty and long-lasting cold and I lost my voice completely, and as you can hear, I'm still recovering. My voice is not 100% okay yet, but I try to record small clips to be able to give my voice enough resting time. So I guess episode number 23 will be recorded in, over several days, I guess. Sorry for that. Oh, I have a little cup of tea because I need some help for my voice. Oh, yeah, that's good. Well, before I start talking about my creative projects, I want to say a big thank you to Lisa from YouTube channel Soulful Spinning for mentioning my podcast in one of her recent videos. That was really a surprise. It was really lovely, to be mentioned, of course, because I am only a small channel, creative channel, and I have just a few subscribers. And also, yes, I want to mention a warm welcome to a few new subscribers. I really hope that you will like my videos in the future and maybe my previous videos too. A very warm welcome. Well, let's have a look at my first finished project, and I'm wearing my fantail blouse. It's a pattern by the Sewing Revival, and a few months ago I discovered this pattern by watching videos by Kristen from YouTube channel the Dahlia Society. So for a long time I struggled finding a pattern for a blouse that I really liked, and this is it. Of course, it is a paid-for pattern, and I cannot give any details, but I bought the pattern. As a starting point to make my own pattern based on my body measurements. But first of all, I want to show you the first page of the pattern, because I bought the PDF pattern and then I printed the pattern. So this is it, the Sewing Revival, and that's how the first page looks. Can you see it? Yeah. Well, so of course I changed quite a lot on the pattern, but I bought the pattern because, yeah, it is only correct that you don't copy a pattern just like that. And also I needed to know the details, of course. So what did I change for my body measurements? I lengthened the front, I added bust darts, I changed the shape of the shoulder seams. I guess I made the neckline a little bit wider and deeper, I guess. And as you see, because the pattern is called Fantail Tank, and as you see, it is without sleeves. I will make another one without sleeves, but for my first one I wanted to have longer sleeves. So I made the pattern with this matching sleeve cap to go into the armhole, and I added a dart at the elbow. And I must say it's the first time that I do that, and it's very comfortable to wear. It's much better than without a dart. Yes, the fabric I use is 100% viscose fabric, woven viscose fabric, non-elastic, and it's very, very light. If I remember correctly, it is 115 grams for a square meter of fabric. And I will show you, because I have a little piece of leftover fabric, so you have a better idea. Can you see it? Yeah, I will show you just one layer. You cannot see through the fabric, that's not a problem. So that's the fabric. Very, very light. Yes, I love it. And of course, because that was my plan, once that I had finally a basic pattern that is very well fitting to my body, I want to make more blouses or shirts. Yeah. So my plan is to make more of this kind of fantail blouses. It is possible that I will shorten the back, maybe, and I will do, yes, because I forgot to mention, it's only by wearing your homemade garment that you can really feel if it's necessary to make more changes. And yes, I will have to make a few little changes. What I want to do is to narrow the neckline. Yeah, I have sometimes to search for the correct words. Then the other thing I want to do is to bring forward the shoulder seams. Yes, so that is number 2. And yeah, I guess that's it. So that is the next step that I plan to do. That's take out my pattern again and make these changes, make a new pattern so that I know what the correct one is, and then start making my second fantail blouse. And I want to make another one with longer sleeves. And I guess maybe you would like to see the fabric that I want to use for that, and I will show it to you. 1 minute. So this is the fabric I will use for my second fantail blouse with long sleeves, I think. I will show you closely. I like it. Yeah, I think blue, several shades of blue with orange. Yeah, I like it a lot. That's it. It is the same kind of fabric, 100% woven viscose fabric. The same weight as this one. So I'm very happy with my fabric choice also, and now a lot of pattern drafting and sewing work is waiting for me to do in the next days. So for my next project, I think I will make the recording of this clip tomorrow, because I need to give my voice a bit of resting time again, since I'm still recovering from this cold. But we go day by day. So, see you next video clip. Good morning. So, my next finished project is my second Holstgarn sweater. In one of my previous episodes, number 19, sorry, I have been sharing with you my experience with Holstgarn. I did a lot of swatching before making my first sweater. So I will put a link to this episode in the end screen of this video, so that it is easy to find should you like to watch this video, of course. So this is my first sweater, first Holstgarn sweater that I sorry, I need a little bit of tea again. It's a problem with my voice, still recovering. So, this is my first Holstgarn sweater, and I knitted it with Holst Coast and Holst Titicaca held together. And yes, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, and I wear it, yeah, almost every day, several times a week. I really like it a lot. And because in my opinion, my first Holstgarn sweater was a success, I made a second one, almost exactly the same. And this is it. I knitted with Holst Coast and Holst Titicaca held together again, which gives a very soft and light fabric, and I used circular needles number 3.5. I made the pattern myself based on the gauge based on the gauge of the swatch that I made for my first Holstgarn sweater. And the colors that I used are Holst Coast Geranium, Holst Coast Geranium, and Holst Titicaca. That is the alpaca yarn, 100% alpaca. This color is Rose Bay. So these are the two colors that are knitted together in this sweater, and I love it. I made a few changes to my pattern. compared to the first Holstgarn sweater, and that's that I shortened the yoke depth, yes, and for the underarm I cast on a few stitches less than I did for my first Holstgarn sweater. Did I change something? Oh yes, and for the sleeves, yes, as you see, I again decided to knit sleeves until the elbow. Is that 3/4 sleeves? I don't really know the correct name for that. And I cast off with a little rolled hem. That is different from my first one, because with the first Holstgarn sweater I repeated the lace pattern at the border of the sleeves. So what did I do? Oh yeah, and as you can see, I decided for this length of sleeves, and yeah, it's just perfect to show off my fantail tank sleeves, I guess. So as I'm recording this episode now, I'm just watching the colors of my sweaters and my fabric, and I suddenly realize that the fabric that I chose for my next fantail blouse will match perfectly with this rose bay sweater, Geranium rose bay sweater, because there is a little bit of salmon color and pink in it, and it will match very well I guess with my first, what's this, with my first Holstgarn sweater too. Don't you think so? Yeah, I like it a lot. I like to play with colors, really. It's so much fun, and it makes me happy. So for my next project, I first will take a little break, have another cup of tea to let my voice recover a little bit, and then I go on with my next project. So you see you in a minute. Well, finally the sun is shining, so I thought, okay, I'm not going to wait too long to continue recording. I just take the opportunity now because the light is better. Today is 17th of January, and here in Belgium we had already a lot of grey, dark, rainy days, so I'm very happy with a little bit of sunshine. So here I am again, and sorry, I want to talk to you and show you my third project. And yes, that is something completely new to me. It is a knitted toy designed by Julie from Little Cotton Rabbits. I discovered the patterns of Little Cotton Rabbits, Julie of Little Cotton Rabbits, by watching videos made by my YouTube friend Helen, Mousiemakespod. And of course I bought the pattern, so I'm not going to go into any details, but I will show you the first page. I bought the pattern Dog in a Sweater and Shorts, and that is the first page of the pattern. Yeah, and since I am a complete beginner with toy knitting, I must say all the instructions in the pattern are really very clear. I had no problem at all to make my first little toy. First of all, I will take my first test toy, and this is my first little dog. I haven't found a name for it yet. So this one I knitted with leftover acrylic yarn for the body, and I just used leftover sock yarns to make the sweater and a pair of shorts. Yeah, I just did that first before ordering some more yarn that would be more suitable, because I wanted to see if I would be able to follow the pattern, and yeah. But I really like my first little dog in a sweater. Then I have done some research online to find an affordable yarn that is compatible with the yarn suggestions on the website, on Julie's website, for knitting the toys and the garments. And what I found is that for the bodies of the dogs, Drops Karisma is really a good choice, and it's not expensive at all. Drops Karisma. It is 100% woolen yarn, and 50 grams is 100 meters. 100 meters. So then I ordered a selection of colors to knit more bodies, more dogs, of course. And I have already started one. But first I go on with my research to find also an affordable yarn for the garments. And it is a Drops yarn. And I chose Drops Safran. And this is 100% cotton yarn, yes, and on a ball of 50 grams we have 160 meters, 100% cotton. So, because the needle size recommended to knit the garments on the website of Julie, on Julie's website, is 2.75 on just 2 needles. The garments are not knitted with circular needles. I didn't have that, and yeah, I found Knit Pro Zing needles. I don't have them here. 2.75 to knit the garments, and it's I guess it will be better than what I did here with my sock yarn. What can I say more? Yes, of course, after the experience of knitting my first little dog, my first little cotton rabbit pattern, yeah, I knitted the second one as a Christmas gift for my grandson Felix, and I will show you a photo here, because of course it's already in Sweden now. The little dog traveled with him back home to Sweden, because that's where my daughter lives, and we saw each other with Christmas weekend, and yeah, we enjoyed so much our time together. So of course I'm planning to knit more dogs, because the pattern is very versatile. Is that the right word? You can make a choice for different ears, for different colorways, and different sweaters and pair of shorts. It's really lovely. It's really lovely. So I have decided to knit another one, but this time I want to give her a dress. And okay, I'm not far yet in the pattern, but I knitted the head, the body in Drops Karisma with needles number, yeah, I forgot, 3 or 3.5. I guess it's needles number 3. Then 2 legs with feet. How cute is that? and of course 2 arms. I only have to knit the ears and then of course sew all the body parts together and stuff the parts also. And then, because I don't have the pattern yet to knit the dresses, so that is my next, that will be my next purchase, the pattern for the dresses, little cotton rabbit dresses. And then, yeah, see how it goes. Yeah, building my collection of little cotton rabbits toys. I really can recommend the pattern. It's very clear, even if you are a beginner with toy knitting. Everything is explained very, very well. So don't be afraid to try it, because it gives so much joy to make. I love the little dog. I want to remind you also that in the description box below my video you will find all the details of what I have been talking about today. To finish off for today, I want to share with you a short piano video that I made a while ago for my piano students. Of course, I always put timestamps in my video so that it is easy for you to navigate through the video and choose the sections that you are interested. You can find this at the bottom of the video, timestamps. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed our time together, and let me know in the comments how you liked this video, because it's always so nice to get to know each other a little bit better. For now, I'm wishing you tons of inspiration, time to create, stay creative and be inspiring. And I hope we see each other soon again. Bye.